Mr. Rahat Muhammad, my friend here is is currently in Dubai right now. Is the head of investment and portfolio Marasim Emirates Investment LLC, and also a co-founder and head of business development of Sponsor SCOP, which is a platform for finance and as well as project management. So, Mr. Rahat, the floor is yours.
Selamat pagi, everyone. Apa kabar? It's a privilege to join you virtually today at the Financing Indonesia's Waste to Power and Recycling program. My name is Rahat Muhammad. I am the co-founder and head of BD and IR of Sponsor Luxembourg. We are a fintech, climate fintech, with AI-driven platform focused on sustainable energy climate solutions. Today I will share how innovative financial models and artificial intelligence can help unlock investments for Indonesia's waste to energy and recycling projects. As many of you know, Indonesia generates over 56 million to 70 million tons of solid waste each year, and much of it still goes to the landfills. The environmental consequences are significant: methane emissions, pollution, and loss of valuable materials. Yet the financing challenge is just as critical. Many waste to power or recycling initiatives face barriers. Today, I present you Sponsor, which we build some of the largest project finance professionals altogether globally, and it's based out of Luxembourg, to help governments achieve NDC targets, achieve national emergency projects like this. We come with the artificial intelligence, we build the technology to enable climate mitigation projects globally. In terms of facing challenges in procuring enough energy projects to meet your NDCs, the tenders are failing due to issues with the bankabilities. You have limited access to attract private investment funding, limited national budgets to high capital requirements, which leads to high energy cost and burdens on the citizen ultimately. Whereas as Sponsor, we are helping governments and utilities procure bankable projects at no cost, right? So we're bringing the expert guidance with our lessons learned from hundreds of precedent deals. With our knowledge base, you'll have expert support from origination to financial close. We're bringing a global marketplace similar to like how you use Amazon. This is the Amazon of climate mitigation projects. So you have a global marketplace where you can put your projects and your tenders, which are bankable tenders, structured by us together with the government. And then those tenders could attract qualified bidders and finance from all over the world. We'll help you with the project finance as well to ensure capital necessary for the projects. And it will come, all the money come from the private sector ultimately. We have the artificial intelligence tools to execute projects faster at lower cost, which helps you drive the economic growth. You'll have more job creation, attract foreign investment without burdening the national budget. Here's some of the deals the Sponsor team has been involved with globally. We have structured as a team over $50 billion in power and infrastructure project in 20 plus countries, 80 plus deals. We are now supporting projects globally. We're already in 10 plus countries with $25 billion of contracted projects in climate. In terms of why we built Sponsor, is because the climate funding gap is increasing every day, right? So it's about $3.5 trillion of climate funding gap globally that needs to be addressed before 2030, and we have also a net zero pathway for 2050, right? So the reason is not about money or capital or the technology, it's about the limited expert human resources to structure deals. Very few people understand how to structure project finance. We are like 100,000 people globally who can understand and structure a project finance format to deal all these renewable energy projects in a bankable format, which results in trillions of canceled projects in countries like US alone, which results to premature deaths of millions per annum due to fossil fuel pollution. Processes are still bespoke. You have high-touch processes, which impedes the deal, introduces high risk of project delays and failures. We are seeing origination to financial close takes between 2 to 20 years. and the grid interconnection in countries like US itself is havoc, right? Which brings you to the leads to insufficient bankable deals. You are gatekeeping, poor visibility, and fragmented marketplace, which further limit the deal flow, resulting climate funding gap globally. You are behind schedule on phasing out the fossil fuel ultimately. At Sponsor, we're bringing the scalable fintech for climate mitigation projects to enable governments and developers to originate, structure, and close more deals faster. We are bringing AI and the knowledge base to structure your project with a global best practice and precedent deal structures. You have the tools to facilitate collaboration and negotiation across the stakeholders. Makes it easier to structure the investment needed for the NDC. Process becomes more efficient. We are bringing automation and streamlined processes aligned with best practice, increase the visibility of the task ownership ultimately, and standardized templates to facilitate deal. You'll have more reduced risk of delays and error, which results origination to financial close less than a year, which means we are bringing investment in any project from origination to financial close less than a year. And then you will have the replicability option for a better use of the human resources, which brings you to more accessible deal flows. We are regulated, we're a global marketplace serving all stakeholders with easy access to deal information. Easily you can do the due diligence process, the deal participation, which will help you enable achievement of climate and business goal. Resulting climate funding gap solved, we are saving millions of premature deaths per annum due to fossil fuel pollution. In terms of the technology that we build, so it's an end-to-end and NDC advisory and execution support that we are giving to government, bringing the expert project finance advisory plus the AI to structure projects like your waste to energy projects into a bankable state faster, makes it more proven and streamlined tools with an automation and replication of best practice. You will have knowledge base to use and get project templates of hundreds of precedent deals that has been banked in the past. You'll have the global marketplace where you can support all project types, list and find new projects and participants. You can also negotiate directly with the participants in the platform. With the global pool of developers bidding on your projects, makes your project tender more competitive, which drives down the cost overall. And then you'll have secure data room for each of your tender, each of your listing, with streamlined collaboration with KYC verified participants. Once we award those tenders to those developers, ultimately those developers can also raise the funding from the platform itself. In terms of how we support governments in overall is the NDC evaluation. We do the current energy mix in the NDC evaluation, and then we determine optimal energy generation mix and project seating. We can then present this to the host government, whereas the host government, once they agree, we sign a mandate, we receive the DFI budget. At this point, we are creating the project readiness documents through the DFI budget, so that means government has no money to be paying upfront for any of this activities. So we'll be creating the feasibility study, we'll be creating the ESIA, all these project documents, all these bankable tender documents, and then those tenders will create a roadmap and start tendering the world-class tenders using bankable project documents in our platform to achieve financial close, which will help you achieve NDCs with a reduced cost and a faster process. In terms of the benefits that we are bringing for government, we're getting bankable tenders with vast repository of best practice documents. You'll have the knowledgeable stuff. We are bringing AI-driven training and resource help to educate stakeholders, improving government staff capabilities and reducing knowledge gaps. You'll have secure system, means flexible secure tender module that eliminates the need for separate tender website and streamlining the tender management overall. We'll also have a global reach of developers and financiers, means you'll have more competition in both participating in the tenders and also raising the financing from the private sector, which drives the competition, enable competitive pricing. You'll have lower energy tariffs and speed up the project timelines overall. In terms of what we are overall bringing for a country is a virtual deal pipeline for climate mitigation projects. We are more secured, robust. We're bringing end-to-end platform, streamlining the entire project underwriting lifecycle. We're enabling government and utilities to accelerate capital deployment in the climate mitigation projects. We enable countries to meet NDC targets, attract foreign investment, world-class projects at no cost to the government, and a powerful combination of AI-driven insights, collaboration tools. You'll have secure data room, access to global marketplace, all in one place. In terms of the team, you know myself, I'm the head of business development and investor relation and sponsor. We have our CEO, Michael Grimm, 20 years banker, 13 years in project finance. He has structured over $30 billion in bond and infrastructure already, worked in World Bank, Asian Development Bank, SMBC, Morgan Stanley, some of the largest financial institutions. He's advised U.S. Department of Energy. He's basically teaching national government how to structure project finance in renewable energy projects. Our CTO is 21 years in software engineering. We have our head of financial institution and lending, Diana McKinnon, 20 years in banking. I won't bore you with everybody's bio. So we have all the way from marketing, legal, country heads, Rick's team, former minister as chief advisor. Our head of Indonesia is at the event today. So his name is Dodi Astra. I'll be introducing him in a bit. So we have all the way from AI team, software team, QA team, senior advisors like Mike Barrow, who was the head of private lending for Asian Development Bank for the last 20 years. He's not only an investor, a sponsor, he's a senior advisor, sponsor. So I'll stop here if you guys have any questions.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rahat. Amazing presentations. So, what I catch from Mr. Rahat's presentation is that in the world, actually, we have so much capital available to fund our sustainable development program globally. But the problem is the project itself is not bankable. So a lot of investors, according to Mr. Rahat, faces many issues where they couldn't find any bankable or very little bankable projects. That's why here the company called Sponsor, based in Luxembourg and Dubai, will already helping a lot of countries in South America, Africa, Asia, to actually help prepare those projects to reach a bankable status before offering to investor through their platform. And they have also a very excellent platform, which is like a Tokopedia of a marketplace for investors and technology providers, that every government can actually touch and then collaborate with them for free, and then to develop the project so that they can reach a global marketplace for financing and then achieve a financial closing. So thank you very much, Mr. Rahat. I have a questions to you, Mr. Rahat. Still there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, okay, thank you. So, yes, you face, I think, hundreds of projects. So you've seen hundreds of projects around the world. And then you mentioned that actually the problem is not the capital availability. The capital is there. The 3.5 trillion US dollars are actually available and ready to be deployed. By investors around the world. Yes. Yeah, by investors around the world. But the problem is the project itself, many of the projects are not ready. And this is faced by me as well as investor advisory, financial advisory, that many of the projects are not financially bankable. So what exactly is, what is the biggest issues what is missing from the project developer itself? Why they are not able to financially close most of their projects? And based on your experience, what are the biggest issues, maybe the top 3 or top 5? Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Moshe. So the financing challenge is just as critical. So many, if I talk about waste to power today, many waste to power or recycling initiatives face barriers. because the traditional banks see them as too risky. Investors often overlook small and mid-sized projects. Communities lack access to funding or localized solution. The financing gap is one of the biggest hurdles preventing scalable impact in overall. So what we can really do is, so when we say about bankability, it's not about just getting the projects structured and then going for the tenders or developers building the project and then ultimately availing the financing. It's the entire project life cycle, all the way from your contracts, from your financial model, your projection of the project. If the projects are in smaller and mid-size, we can try and do like cluster projects so that it becomes a bigger size project, which makes global developers from foreign countries to come to participate on those projects. Financial institutions and lenders from different part of the world can come and put money onto those projects. So the bankability is the overall project life cycle of the individual project, which makes it more clearer to combine its growing commitment to sustainability with innovative financing and technology. We can really turn waste from a liability into resource. We can power the communities. We can create green jobs. If we can bridge the financing gap with the fintech and AI that we brought together with Indonesia, we can become a model waste to energy and recycling innovation in Asia. So I believe what we really need is to work as a collaborative approach between the government, ourselves, stakeholders. We can help bring the capital to develop the project documents, make the project ready so we can run the project overall. And then those bankable tenders would ultimately attract developers across the world and then as well as introduce private sector investment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rad. So I hope that your company can help our government to help finance this waste to power program,
Absolutely.
waste to energy program. So thank you very much. So